Good morning, Detroit. Here we are. I'm up again. Today is June 12th, 2006. Today is June 12th, 2006. This is the Wood Dog on my Detroit bike blight patrol. Right now I'm standing in front of address 3742 and address 3738. These are two abandoned, busted up residences right on a main drag in the city of Detroit, my city. I'm gonna turn around. This road you see right here is Davison Avenue, one of the most busy thoroughfares in the city of Detroit. That's a park right across the street, ladies and gentlemen, where kids play. You can see the playscape over there. And this intersection to my left that I'm panning to, that's Dexter Avenue or Dexter Boulevard. There's a Shamrock gas station right there on the corner. This is right at the start of my bike ride this morning in my city. As you all know, I do all my bike blight patrols on this bicycle right here, riding through the city of Detroit. I don't ride downtown where it's all smooth and paved. I ride in the neighborhood where I pay my taxes. But there's a trade-off with that. Potholes, debris. Ever since the beginning of the summer, spring if you want to call it that, I'm on my 4th flat tire. I'm not flat right now, but I fixed it. But here we go. Walking in the address of 3742, which is wide open to the public. Here's the front window, busted out. The front door is unsecure. Here you go. Swing door, swing gate. They probably couldn't get it off. That's why it's still there. Going inside, this is what it looks like. Trash like you wouldn't believe. Anybody can walk in here. Anybody. Once again, there you go. Ceiling busted out. Mattresses stacked up. I don't know what the heck is upstairs, but let's go see. Let's go see. All right, here we go. Upstairs, 3742 Davison. Every room is a mess. That's the bathroom. Upstairs, mattresses, no frames, trash on the floor. This is the front room facing Davison. Here you go. We can look out the window. If I can come in here like this, anybody can come in here like this. This is what's a danger. Bodies being found in houses like this all the time. Going back downstairs to the main floor. Here's a closet. And I can only tell you, if I had smell vision, you'd probably throw up. But this is my city and how they leave abandoned structures in the city of Detroit day after day, week after week, month after month. This is how it looks, Detroit. All right. This is not going to be a super long video because you've seen all my other videos on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, go to Detroit Bike Blight Patrol. And you can see all my videos. I'm dating them now. And here we go. 3738. Not as much trash on the floor in this one, but it's open. Wide open. As you can see, no door. The door is missing. Couch in the middle of the floor. Don't know what could be under there. Let's make sure. All right. Going straight through to the back. Here's a little bitty kitchen, if you want to call it that. No back door, it's missing. And look at the backyard. It looks like a jungle back here. I wouldn't step foot in this backyard to save my life. There's the box that's been ripped off. Illegal power hooked up. And the power still hooked up. Somebody could come up here and get shocked to death. How about that? Get a close up on that power. Look at that illegal power right there. All right. I'm sure the other box on the other side has got illegal power too. Don't ask me what that is. That's either spud juice or some kind of juice. Wouldn't drink that. There's a busted up coffee table going back out to the front door. All right. This is what it is. If this house caught fire right now, Detroit Fire Department would have to show up and maintain this and control this fire. This vacant structure sits right next to an occupied dwelling, which is right next door with a car in the driveway. Okay, that one's not abandoned. 3750, that's the address that's occupied, and they gotta live next door to that. 3742, they gotta live next to 3738. Detroit, this is how it is. I don't know, I think this one is abandoned too, but at the minimum, it's boarded up all the way around. You can see that? So, what the city of Detroit needs to do, Detroit, is start holding these people responsible for these homes, drag them in court, and hold them accountable for this garbage. And the funny thing is, and I always say this, when it comes to searching out blight buildings and houses in the city of Detroit, why is it that I don't even have a partial hard time trying to find houses like this? I'm riding down Davison Avenue. Once again, here you go. Cars passing by this house every day, all day. I would say during the week, you're talking about 15 to 30,000 people drive by looking at this burn up, soon to be burn up, and I guarantee you it'll be on fire in another 30 days. This is a half a mile from where I live. A half a mile. And I'm still here. Okay, I'm still here in the city of Detroit. Matter of fact, I took my bike, I rode across 8 Mile, drove up and down neighborhoods in Oak Park, Royal Oak, and Ferndale. 3 cities I patrolled on that bike right there. And I was tired too. Friday was a hot day, and I'm dressed up like this. I could not find not one single house in either 3 of those cities I mentioned, Oak Park, Royal Oak, and Ferndale. They sit right next to each other. That was in the condition of these 2 houses right here. They were nowhere near that. Some houses were even, nobody was living in them. But the doors were just closed, the windows was closed, and you can walk up and see if you wanted to buy the house. It didn't have overgrown vegetation in the front yard. The yard was cut. The doors were still on the house. The windows weren't busted out. Even had the realtor's information on the door, letting you know if you wanted to buy the place. But the minute somebody moves out of a resident in the city of Detroit, and the owner of a property like this can no longer get a tenant, they just walk away. In Oak Park, Ferndale, Royal Oak, Southfield, you walk away from a house out there and your butt will be in court. You'll be in court so fast, you'll make your head spin. And if you didn't, I guarantee you one thing, those cities will let you know that you still got a house, because they'll get a judgment against you and it'll be coming out of your check reminding you of what you walked away from. The city of Detroit is still allowing the people to walk away from residences like this behind me, Detroit. Okay? I hate doing this, but somebody's got to put it out there, so it might as well be me. You know? I ride my bike for exercise. But in the midst of me doing my exercise, I ride by one abandoned structure after another. One abandoned structure after another. And I'm sure you can hear all this traffic behind me. You know, so people riding by. You would think that the city of Detroit would, at the minimum, would tear down all the houses on major thoroughfares so people don't have to look at them. Never alone if they drive in the neighborhood. They drive up and down the neighborhood, Sturtevant, Burlingame, Mack, everywhere. These abandoned houses like this are everywhere in the city of Detroit. And the city of Detroit does not know where all these houses are at. Okay? This is June 12th, 2016. The Wood Dog on his Detroit Bike Blight Patrol, letting you know what's being done and what's not being done. If I ride by construction equipment and I see it, and I see them tearing down a house, I'll eat crow and take a picture of it and do a short video on that. But at the same time, there's one house in particular, I think it was the first video I ever did on my series, is the house 9870 Shinlock Street. That's on one of my videos. That house is right in between two occupied dwellings, and senior citizens live on the left and the right. If they could get that house toned down for me, I might tone it down just a little bit. But I doubt it. I know I'm starting to get the attention of news media, but I'm not doing this for the media. I live in the city of Detroit. I pay taxes in the city of Detroit. I can live anywhere I want to, but I choose to live in this city where I was born and raised. So there it is from the Wood Dog. I'm gonna give you one last look at both addresses. The Detroit Bike Blight Patrol doing this for you. Here you go. 3738 Davison Avenue. Abandoned, door missing. 3742 Davison Avenue at Dexter. Front door missing, trash galore all in the place. All the way to the back. Front to back. There you go. For everybody to see on Davison Avenue. I'm out of here.